Hello, Centric Entrepreneurs. This is Taylor Elwood, your business wizard, and today I wanted to talk about the importance of finding the right collaborators to work with. Right now, I'm going through a change in brand and identity, if you will, or rather, I'm recognizing really that my business isn't Imagine Your Reality Business Coaching. It's actually Eccentric Entrepreneurs. And, it took me a little while to realize that, I created the Facebook group and I was like, yeah, these are the kind of people that I want to work with. But it took me a little while to realize that really I need to shift even my brand identity over to really recognize that. But I did. And last night I ended up talking, well, last night at the time of this video, I ended up talking with my friend Felix Warren about helping me develop a logo and really kind of a digital footprint that I could use that would be consistent. Because the thing is that, not just any logo will do with your business, and not just any approach to putting yourself out there will do. There are things you need to think about, which is one of the reasons I'd recommend Felix Warren, actually, because he really got me to think about, not just like, oh, what kind of visual icon do you want to have for your business, but like what kind of fonts do you want to use? What kinds of colors should you be using? What can you do to establish something that's consistent so that when people see it, they know who you are and what you do? And for me, I knew that I needed to have a change in brand, that I couldn't just continue, so Imagine Your Reality is still around as a website and all that, but really, ideally, in the next couple months, I'm going to switch over and move everything over to Eccentric Entrepreneurs, and that's going to be helped along by having the right brand identity. Trying to figure all that out myself would have been exhausting. There are things I wouldn't have even thought of, but more importantly, it just would have been a lot of work. So knowing that I could go to Felix and talk with him about what I needed and what I was looking for was absolutely essential. And that's really what I would tell any of you, is that it's really important that you make sure that you know what you're doing, that you make sure that you understand what you're getting into when you're going and changing your brand, and that you have the right resources at hand, that you have someone like Felix to help you through that process, because it will cut down on the amount of time that you're trying to figure all this out, and it'll also save you from making a lot of mistakes. You'll be focused. So really, and this isn't just true with branding identity, this is really true in general, is that I want, think about your business, think about the things that you're trying to do, and ask yourself, would it be better if I brought in an expert to help me with this? Now, of course, the downside you'll say will be, well, it's going to cost money, and maybe it'll even cost you some time, at least in terms of spending time with that person. But the truth is that it'll actually save you time in the long run, and it'll more than likely save you money in the long run as well, because you will be focused. You won't be spending a lot of time and effort trying to figure out something that's better left to someone else. And so often what I see with small business owners and eccentric entrepreneurs and the like is, an attempt to do it all themselves. And hey, DIY has its benefits, but it also has its downsides. It can put a lot of pressure on you to get things done where you're not an expert. So know when to turn to someone else and get some help. That's my advice for you today. And I would love to hear of a situation in the comments where you have actually done that. And if you haven't clicked on the dragon yet, click on that and subscribe. Thanks, and take care.